Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Join with us and sheer joy. Hinei Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hinei Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. How good it is, how good it is,
How sweet it is.
how sweet it is to be together on this day.
How good it is.
How good it is,
How sweet it is.
how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is, how good it is,
How sweet it is.
how sweet it is to be together on this day.
How good it is.
How good it is,
How sweet it is.
how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Why, thank you, Sheer Joy. Maybe later you'll help us lead a little more of the service. Go sit with your families.
Hinei Matov, how good it is to be together this Shabbat, led by some of our youth, and joining as we wind down the book of Genesis. I'll say a little more later about some of what happens in this week's Torah portion, but there's a special phrase that we always say when we reach the end of a book of Torah. Does anyone know what it is? Chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek, which means strength, strength, may we strengthen one another. That's what we're here to do this Shabbat, to lift up and to give strength to those who are coming perhaps to say Kaddish or who have loved ones who are ailing and they're praying for their healing, to draw strength from our youngest members leading us in joyful song, and just to draw strength on this day, a date now that for some of us is a harder day perhaps, to draw strength from one another and pray for the strength of our country as we welcome in Shabbat. May we be strengthened. And in particular, someone who is bringing great strength and spirit this Shabbat is our bat mitzvah, Camilla Giobio. So I want to invite her up along with her mom, Laura, to help us kindle these Shabbat lights. The blessings can be found on page 121.
No, the blessings are on the screens.
Oh yeah, we don't even need books. I'm so old school, Cantor. The blessings are right on the screen. So we draw strength from the light, bringing it in as we bless.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. And we rise together for Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim Kivanu v'acharta, be'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodeshecha, be'ahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
You may be seated as we welcome in Shabbat, singing joyously, clapping our hands. Shir Ladonai.
Yeshru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Pasru miyom liyom Yeshuato, Sapru b'goyim kevodo, V'chol ha'amim nifleotav, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Ya Elai, Elai, Ya Lai, 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 Ya Lai, 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 Ya Lai, 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 Ya Lai, Lai, Ya Lai, Lai, Ya Lai, 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 Ya Lai, Lai, Ya Lai, 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 Ya Lai, Lai, Ya Lai, Lai, Ya Lai, 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 Ya Lai, 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 Lai. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
So this is our first Shabbat we're celebrating together of the new secular year of 2023. And I'm wondering, since we've started this new year, and we just sang Shir Ladonai, Shir Chadash, singing a new song, has anyone learned or done or traveled to a place that is new in the last week or so? Something new that you're celebrating this first Shabbat of the new year. Yeah, what's something? You traveled to California, that was new for you? Very cool. Northern or southern? Warm or misty? Southern, where the sunshine is. Remy, you went to Costa Rica. Did you hang with the monkeys last Shabbat? So cool.
Hang with the monkeys.
That's why I want to go to Costa Rica, the monkeys. Andrew? We went to New York City. That's my very punny husband over there. Anyone else do something or read something new? Puerto Rico, awesome. You know what? You don't even have to go anywhere. You could have done or read or learned something new in your own home. Liv? Camelback, very cool. People have been far and wide in their explorations. We're glad that you made it back home to Larchmont Temple for this first Shabbat. We get ready to welcome in Shabbat with the words of Lecha Dodi, celebrating all the new, potential, beautiful things we've experienced recently, and allowing ourselves just to slow down a little bit now that it is Shabbat.
We get to repeat after me. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat, Penei Shabbat, Nekabela, Nekabela, Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat, Nekabela, Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi. Let's do that again. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat, Penei Shabbat, Nekabela, Nekabela, Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat, Nekabela, Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi. Shemel Tiferet Veliti La 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 Lecha Dodi
Lecha Dodi,
Likrat Kala
Likrat Kala,
Pene Shabbat
Pene Shabbat,
Nekabela
Nekabela,
Lecha Dodi
Lecha Dodi,
Likrat Kala
Likrat Kala,
Pene Shabbat Nekabela Lecha Dodi Lecha Dodi. We rise to welcome that bride at the back of the room. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha uv'sola toch emunei am segula boi chala lecha dodi
Lecha Dodi,
likrat kala
Likrat Kala,
B'nei Shabbat
Pene Shabbat,
nekabela
Nekabela,
lecha dodi
Lecha Dodi,
likrat kala
Likrat Kala,
B'nei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi.
We take a moment to greet each other as our Sheer Joy singers join us up front again to lead in worship.
Ready? Not that one. Ready? Yada-da-da-da, 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 yada-da-da-da.
We rise.
Yada-da-da-da, 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 yada-da-da-da. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Bye. as our young people continue to lead us in a version of Ve'ahavta. Let's join them for the final chorus. Love Adonai our God. Love Adonai our God. Love Adonai our God. Love Adonai our God. Thank you, Sheer Joy. We stand at the shores of the sea.
Of quiet standing prayer, but we always sing a line first, this opening line, Adonai Sfatai Tiftach. What does the line ask us to do? It asks God to help open up our lips and make sure that whatever comes out is good, is positive, is kind, is in praise. A lot of the week we rush around and we're muttering and we're stressed and maybe we say things that we wish we hadn't or not in the kindest voice. Shabbat is a time where especially we hope that when we open our mouth that beautiful things come out. So we're going to rise and sing together those words and then take a couple of minutes of just quiet prayer to think about some good things from your week or perhaps just some of the quiet prayers you're holding in your heart.
Adonai Sfatai Tiftach Ufi Agid Tehilatecha Adonai
may be seated when you're ready.
We turn to words of gratitude. Modim anachnu lach. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right here, right now,
right now.
Whoa,
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 right here, right now,
right now.
Modim anachnu lach, Modim anachnu lach, Modim anachnu lach, Modim anachnu. I will give thanks for my family. I will give thanks for my friends. Their love makes me smile. Their love never ends. Modim anachnu lach, Modim anachnu lach, Modim anachnu lach, Modim anachnu. I will give thanks for good health. I will give thanks for my home, for teachers and learners, for all I have grown. Modim anachnu lach, Modim anachnu lach, Modim anachnu lach, Modim anachnu lach. Whoa,
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 right here, right now.
right now.
Whoa,
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 right here, right now. Perhaps these words of gratitude fit you, or maybe you have even more. We take a few moments for silent prayers. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Ki atahu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav
for health or healing of loved ones. So we turn now to our Misha Berach, our communal prayer for healing. We rise together as a community, linking either hand to hand if you feel comfortable with those around you, or just heart to heart, and we'll share names in the middle.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. And let us say, Amen.
This Shabbat, we especially call to mind and pray for the healing of Paul Millman, Nancy Hanley, Marlo Wiggins, Dick Stone, Hannah Stampelman, Enid Elton, Jody Kahn, Stanley Tereski, Bob Glassman, Andy Rosenthal, Sandy Warshaw, June Foreman, Paul Wiggins, Joseph Spinelli, Harriet Katz, Samuel Philip Lear, Pat Ryan, Jerry Gallner, Ian Spear, Julie Ross, Megan Kearney Bailey, Dan Zimmerman, Aaron Serkman, Tyler Grad, Alan Grad, Joanne Tobin, Evelyn Silberg, Jonathan Glassman, Shari Benny Shai, Marvin Weiss, Abby Zatoon, Michael Scher, Renee Leopold, Ruth Barron, Stephen Stampelman, Judah Luria, Ben Myers, Sam Abrash, Karen Mansler, Joel Brill, Carol Feldman, Josh Olian, Drew Olian, and Brad Dembski. And to their names, we invite you to add any for whom you are praying.
Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with Refuah Shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
You may be seated. So it's a custom on Shabbat, especially at the Friday night dinner table, to bless our children. We did this before this service. The first seating tonight, we had about 120 young families here. Michael was here. We were actually wearing our pajamas, but I spared you my bathrobe and slippers. But the kids were all in pajamas too, and we took that beautiful moment of pulling in our children close and offering them the traditional words of blessing. We're going to do a slightly adapted blessing in a moment. But before we say the priestly benediction, traditionally often, we also invoke some of the names of our ancestors. We say to our girls, may you be like our foremothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. But we don't say to our boys, may you be like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's a curious thing. Why not our three forefathers with our four foremothers? Instead, we wish that our boys may be like, anyone remember? Ephraim and Manasseh. So who were Ephraim and Manasseh? They were Joseph's sons, Jacob's grandsons, who at the end of this week's Torah portion, as the book of Genesis winds down, as the whole sacred saga of our forefather families draws to a close, those two grandsons are sitting at their grandfather's Jacob's knees, and they join in a special blessing. It's an end-of-life, beautiful bedside moment. It's a little tricky because Jacob crosses his hands, and we won't talk about that right now. But why, the rabbis ask, why should we bless our kids to be like those two, like Ephraim and Manasseh? Why not like the great Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? And one of the rabbis teaches that because in all those other generations, brothers, siblings were fighting with one another. Think about it. From the very start, Abraham's 2 kids, Isaac and Ishmael, they went separate ways. One family's cast out. They formed 2 nations and only come together to bury their father at the end. The next generation, Jacob and Esau, Isaac's sons, we're told they're fighting even from the womb. They are wrestling inside Rebekah's belly. And of course, those of you who have been following along, and I know Camilla has because she studied the Torah portion with me, Jacob's sons, oh my goodness, it's a mess. Throwing Joseph in the pit, selling him off to slavery. They have not been a model of a family living peacefully together until the next generation, where Ephraim and Manasseh were told, we're good brothers, we're kind brothers to each other, we're loving, we're peaceful, and so we bless our children that they may be like them. And so we want to offer a blessing to all our children and also our children at heart. So we're all going to rise one more time. If you have a child or a grandchild here, I'm going to invite you to put your arms around them. I'm going to go do that with my own kids. And our amazing song leader, Lexi, wrote this beautiful setting to Yivarechecha, these words of blessing for all of us this Shabbat.
We're going to start with Yelalai all together. It goes like this. Yelalai, lai, lai. Yelalai, lai, lai. Yelalai, lai, lai. Can you try that with us? Just yelalai. Yelalai, lai, lai. Yelalai, lai, lai. Yelalai, lai, lai. May you be blessed. May you be blessed. With a life so pure and holy. May your fears and doubts subside. May your days be filled with endless wonder, and may God guide you home. May your life be enchanted by the moments that you laugh, and may you cast your light. Yivarech Adonai v'yishmerecha, Yair Adonai panav elecha, v'yihuneka Yisa Adonai panav elecha, v'yasem lecha shalom. Can you hear Ratzon? Can you hear Ratzon? Can you hear Ratzon? Can you hear Ratzon? Try that with us. Can you hear Ratzon? Can you hear Ratzon? Can you hear Ratzon? Can you hear Ratzon? Just our voices. Let our voices fill this room. Can you hear Ratzon? Can you hear Ratzon? Can you hear Ratzon? Can you hear Ratzon?
Amen. Rabbi, I'm a little lonely on this bima.
Rabbi Frankel did everything, so she said, you better get up there. So we're going to remain standing. Oh my gosh. It's a trick service moment for Aleinu. Are we doing Aleinu? But Reese is on deck. Reese, you on deck? Want to bring your parents up here and your family? Come on up. Next week's bar mitzvah gets to open the ark.
They're going to open the ark. Can we have all of our young people come stand close to the Torahs? What do you think? Let's let them open the ark.
If you're not a bar mitzvah yet and you want to come close to the Torah, come on up. Come on up.
Watch out. Let him open it. Let him stand back. Open the other door. Open the other door. Thank you, Miriam. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latekeru la liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, Vegor aleinu kechol hamonam. Put your nose to your toes. Va'anachnu koreim umishtachavim umodim. Stand up straight. Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu, bayom hahu. Do it with me. Adonai echad. Keep your fingers back. Ushemo. Good job. Ushemo. Ushemo echad.
You guys are great. Isn't that cool? Thank you for being here. That was awesome. Reese, not bad. So some of us tonight are remembering. Yortzeit means that time of year. And it's the time when no matter where you are, which way, you remember when you've lost somebody wonderful in your life. All of us, a sister, a mother, a father. We remember. I'm remembering my wife after 8 years of her being gone. I'm also remembering my mom, who died 2 years before her, almost on the same day. This morning, I accompanied to the grave the first people, the first friends that we made, Circmans made in Larchmont, a woman named Karen Frankel. Karen Frankel was the sort of nurse receptionist for Dr. Steve Boris, and before that, Wasserman and Boris, for those of us who go way back in Larchmont, at the pediatrician's practice. Karen was compassionate, caring, and a little crazy. Karen would say what she felt and tell you what she thought, even if you didn't ask. She was wonderfully chutzpahdik, and she was partnered with Bob Frankel, a gentle giant of around 6'3", 6'4", who was her best counterbalance, the most caring, friendly, outgoing, caring person you ever want to meet. And saying goodbye to Karen at 68, her daughter tributed her so beautifully. And I started having Sunday dinner at that house when we were 35 years ago, when that little girl was 4. She's the mother now of that many, and is 39. And so life goes on, but we remember. We reclaim those beautiful memories. We try to think back and see them as they were, and we try to remember what they taught us, how they lived, and how they died. And so we rise as one congregation because memory is an extension of our love. As we call by name the Yortzeits observed this Shabbat of Eva Freeman, Warren Carson, Barry Fishman, Amy Sharanow, Nathan Kalina, John J. Delahanty, B. Huberman, Ruth Lusk, Neil Orand, Barry Gerson, my mom, Leona Circman, Robert Barron, Nathan Lamster, Phyllis Kamen, Carol Spiegel, Adelaide W. Prince, Irene Tugend, Aaron Schwal, Dora Wolfovich, Fran Trachtenbreit, Jerry Kreisberg, James F. Torley, Peter Gottfried, Sadie Harris, Bess Berlin, Murray Belsky, Israel Yamini, Rivka Yamini, Dora Schenkel, Shirley Goldstein, George Lusk, Carol R. Finn, Rosalind Abramowitz, Phoebe Corfine, Harry Carper, Adolf Rosenstadt, Frida Zeiler, Carol Spiegel, Vivian Litwer, Goldie Marks, Bertha Freeman, Isidore Gorochow, and Susan Circman. To those names, we link way too many who have recently in the past 30 days been laid to their eternal rest. Sheila O'Shea, sister of our member Jim. Stephen Radding, husband of Phyllis, father of Jill and Jonathan. Barry Sachs, husband of Evelyn, father of Deborah Moss and Darren, Randy Schwartz and Todd, and Merrill Sachs, grandfather of 7. Adele Gasworth, grandmother of Jason, Wendy, Howard, Stacy, and Brad. Tom Bird, father of twin sons, Jeff and John. Isaac Sadegurski, husband of Rhea, father of Sam, Brian, and Julie, grandfather of Eloise, Jane, Theo, and Leah. And just in the past 2 days, Peggy Mann, wife of David, mother of Sari Winter and Scott, Barbara and Allison Bear and Jonathan, grandma of Sydney, Danny, Jonah, Brooke, Dylan, Julia, and Ethan. And just today, Karen Frankel, mother of Doug and Ari, Shayna and Evan, grandma of Austin, Madison, Skylar, Hannah, Hudson, and Nora, together again with her Bob. Would anyone here add a name in sacred remembrance? We share together in praise and thanks, remembering their love. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach herute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael, gala uvisman kari v'imru amen, yehe shmei rabbah mivorach le'olam lo me'el maya, yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit tromam v'yit naseh, v'yit hadar v'yit alev v'yit halal shmei dekudsha barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechamata, da'mi run be'alma v'imru amen, yehe shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be our blessings. Amen. Please be seated. I guess it's Yvette Gorovich.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you. I'm Yvette Gorovich, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to welcome you. Thank you, Cantor. Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you, Rabbi. What a wonderful first Shabbat of 2023, and how delightful it is to fill our sanctuary with the next generation of our sacred community. So happy you're here. A few announcements. Tomorrow, Chevra Torah with Rabbi Zerkman at 9 in our newly remodeled learning space in the Axelrod Center or on Zoom, followed by 10:30 musical morning minyan with Rabbi Frankel. Please join us in learning and worship. And the big news for tomorrow, right? She agrees, is the celebration of Camilla's bat mitzvah. Thank you for your hard work. I read your Devar Torah. It was insightful. It was beautiful. I recommend that everyone take a look at it. It's posted on the website. And we welcome you as the newest adult member of our sacred community. No car yet, but we'll count you in the minyan. Mazel tov and welcome to your family and friends. Enjoy every moment. Please mark your calendars for 3 special events in January and February. First, Martin Luther King weekend on January 13th and 15th. It's our 29th annual Straight Gauge LT Church Synagogue Exchange. Come and join us as we worship together. If you have not previously participated in this transforming experience of hearing the combined choirs or listening to the uplifting sermons, do not miss the opportunity. Details and dinner reservations are on the website. 2, Brotherhood Breakfast on Sunday, January 22nd, features Nicole Hockley, CEO of the Sandy Hook Promise, and Jeffrey Solomon, committee co-chair of the Tree of Life Synagogue, and they'll lead us in a discussion of moving from tragedy to transformation. And 3, I'm so excited for the installation weekend as we celebrate our wonderful cantor, Katie Orangel, at a special Shabbat service and dinner on February 3rd. Please mark your calendars. On Saturday evening, February 4th, join us for a spirited cantoral concert celebrating our cantor, Larchmont Temple, and our future together in song, along with signature cocktails and dessert. Please check the website. We continue to offer something for everyone. Mark your calendars. Join us. Shabbat Shalom.
All right, Share Joy, come help me with the closing song. Oh, say shalom. You know this. Oh, say shalom. Bim Roma. Oh, say shalom. Bim Roma. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Aleinu. Achad, shtayim, shalosh, arba. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. Bim Roma. Oh, say shalom. Bim Roma. Huyase, huyase, huyase shalom. Huyase, huyase, huyase shalom. Huyase, huyase, huyase shalom. Aleinu. Achad, shtayim, shalosh, arba. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Share Joy.
Shabbat shalom.
Great job.